closers, I've got a show that may challenge you, may excite you. If you are in a funk and you're stuck in your creative process, this may open your mind, your imagination. And everybody, whether you're in a job that keeps you doing the same thing day in, day out, and you need to mix things up, this is how you do it. We're going to unpack it right now. I've got the former producer. He's produced MTV videos for the likes of Charlie Daniels, Sting, Jimmy Buffett. He's produced all sorts of concerts. And this is going to show the contrast because he's going to give away his age a little bit when I tell you, listen, name some of the concerts he's produced. Roy Orbison, Gladys Knight and the Pips, George Jones, Ray Charles, Jerry Lee Lewis. I remember when you produced Jerry Lee Lewis by my parents' house many years ago. Steve Scaffidi with Ghost Rider Pictures. I want to welcome you to Close the Deal podcast.
You know, I'm honored to be here.
All right, man. I want to open up with a question. What is the most dangerous thing a creator can do?
Well, the most dangerous thing they can do is not to create. One of my best friends lives in LA and he's a great writer and he calls himself a writer. The problem is he doesn't write.
He gave up on it? He gave up on his dream or what?
He's still working on the same screenplay he told me about 30 years ago. So no.
Yeah. You gotta put the game on the field. Yeah.
A lot of creative people are they listen to their friends and their family and you can't listen to people. You just got to go out and do it.
All right. So who or what are you grateful for to help you get you where you are today?
God. I'm grateful for all the people that told me I couldn't do it. Seriously, because that lit my fire. Like, don't tell me I can't do something because you know what? I'm going to do it just to spite you.
I love that. All right. So we're going to do something today. You reached out to me because you've got a body of work you've managed to create in a very short period of time. You're using technology in ways other creators are not, haven't even considered yet. I think people, and of course, we draw the contrast between the days of producing Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, and you contrast that with today of AI in the music world. And AI in the marketing world is a phenomenal tool. It can be leveraged, and you have figured out how to leverage it. I want you to share how you're doing that, because the whole purpose of this show is to open people's minds to what's possible. And what I want to do right now is pause for a second and play just a sample of a song that you've created for Alabama. You got one for LSU, you got one for Tulane, going into these games in the big weekend. But you got one for Alabama, and I have to admit, I'm jealous because I think the Alabama song is the best of the three, in my opinion. The LSU song's really good, the Tulane song's really good. But you've been able to create this body of work, so I want to pause for just a second. I'm going to play that, and we'll come right back.
Everybody come, gather round. I got a little story, so turn up the sound. Starting down south where the skies are blue, in my sweet home of Bama, crimson through and through. Come on, roll, baby, roll, roll, baby, roll, roll, baby.
All right, folks, that's just a snapshot of the song that Steve produced. Steve, let's talk about what inspired you to do this and how did you get started in this process?
Well, I hate to give away my age, okay, but I'm turning 70 in January.
Yes.
I mean, I'm catching up with your dad. But back in the mid 70s, I was in high school and I played quarterback, okay? I was a sophomore and I had to ride the bench. I was the starting quarterback on the freshman team, but when I was a sophomore, there was a senior quarterback who was doing really well ahead of me. And I had to ride the bench behind him, so I had to play a little defensive back. I got injured the beginning of my junior season where that was supposed to be my time. And I broke my thumb badly and busted my knee, and that was the end of me, right? So I'm back on the bench and I quit the team. I literally used my mom's cancer as an excuse. Make a long story short, the guy that followed me a couple of years after I graduated, his name's Tommy Wilcox. Tommy became a high school legendary player in the early days of Bonneville Bruins, and he went on to play for Alabama in the Bear. So Tommy and I cross paths at these reunions. You know, we have like a 6-year, 7-year span. So we cross paths, but I never played ball with him, and I didn't even know him back in high school. Anyway, and everybody loves him because he was a captain for the Bear. And I said, hey, man, I got this song for LSU. Let me play it for you. And I did. And he says, man, I love that song. He said, I'd love something like that for Alabama. Now, me, I'm not a huge Crimson Tide fan. I'm a Tiger. And I said, well, we can do it. I said, you played for the Bear. Give me a storyline. Give me some nuggets that the Bear said in the locker room. He said it to me. Took me a month to get it out of him, right? And I said, Tommy, if we're going to do it, we should do it now because Bama's in the playoffs. I mean, and nobody thought they'd ever make it. They got 3 losses, but here they are. And I said, Tommy, send me the stuff. I'm not kidding you. He sent me an email with some bullet points. I wrote the song, took me 48 hours, and roll, baby, roll. And
So you manually wrote the actual song.
hey, if you're going to write songs, you can't let AI write it. That's
Okay.
a no.
I want to lead up to this point because I watched you on this journey. I don't know. You've been on it for about 3 or 4 months now, where you discovered AI and you found a reason why it works for you. Talk about how it makes you because you are a producer, you're a filmmaker, you're all those things, but you're not a singer and you're not a musician. You know how to put the pieces together. Talk about why this is such a great tool for you.
All right. Well,
And then we'll come back to
I think I am a singer, but I sound pretty good in the shower.
Okay,
My
well,
wife
all right.
says, don't ever sing publicly. Okay, great. And I can strum a guitar, not as good as you, Ewell, but I can do the C, G, D, E stuff, right? God gives us different gifts. He gave me the ear, and I know where the instrumentation should go, and I know I hear the song before I ever write it. I hear it. The problem is he didn't give me the gift to play and sing. What AI does for me is it opened the door for me to actually bring my songs to life. Do you know, prior to Katrina, I had written over 200 songs. Katrina took my songbook. What good are songs that are written on paper if they're not produced? They're not worth a darn. So I got jaded on writing songs and stuff. Then you and I did the Hit Me America stuff, which got me back in the songwriting game. 3 months ago, I'm in Canada on a vacation, sitting on this balcony, looking at the mountains and the vineyards. I just wrote this song. It came to me like a freight train. It's called Balcony Blues, and that's the first of over 50 songs I've written in 90 days. And if it wasn't for the AI technology, I'd still be sitting in limbo trying to get my musician friends to help me out.
So why is it so difficult? I've written songs, and it's not easy to go find studio musicians, studio time, without spending significant monies to go do those things. What has it made it possible for you to do?
Well, you just said it. First of all, it's impossible to get people to the table. I've done it before. You've been there with me in the studio, but you can only ask people so many times, hey, can you help me out here? Technology, if used correctly, because look, I was against AI from the beginning. I had a couple of friends, man, you should look into this. No. You know, I tried to do it the old fashioned way and it wasn't working. It took a year trying to get one guy out of Tennessee to produce this song with me. I opened my eyes and I said, okay, I'm not going to just put a prompt in there. I write every word. I arrange all the instruments and I do it the same way I would do it in the studio with real musicians, except this time I'm using a computer and I'm saying, here's how I want my drum riff to go, my bass riff, my guitar rides, and the vocals. And I literally piece it all together and I create the song. It's allowed people like me who have the ear for music, who have the love for music. If you can write a poem, you can write a song. And it allows people like me to actually get their work done. It's just a blessing for me, man.
So what happens is the producers that are not using AI are going to get left behind because it
100%.
accelerated your. I mean, you've got a whole body of work. I'll put the link to the YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel for
It's
songs?
called Ain't Too Late Music.
Okay,
And
Ain't
it's
Too Late
perfect.
Music.
It's never too late, brother. Ain't too late music.
And you struck a little gold with Roll Baby Roll. That's grab and hold already. You got several thousand views on there and lots of comments. And that's just getting, and that reason why we kind of jumped into this, I usually do a cadence about one podcast a week. We're going to run 2 this week. And this is going to be the second one leading up to the game to get it out there for you. But, you know, when you look at this, look how it was able to accelerate the entire process of doing it.
It's unbelievable. No, it's a blessing. And look, to anybody out there listening, you can misuse AI. I hate AI when it's misused because then it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not really, you didn't, if you put 3 words in, I love you, and then all of a sudden AI spits out a song, I'm calling BS on you, brother.
Yeah.
No, so you have to do the work, but it's a tool. I was a DJ in the 70s, Ewell, and there were songs being produced by people like Sergio Moroder, who was a studio guy. He couldn't even play his songs live, but he produced it with synthesizers. Go back and look at Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the stuff that they did. Even the Beatles, man, when they did Sgt. Pepper, a lot of studio production. So they were using the technology back then. It's just the technology is getting better and better every day. You got to use it to.
And now you've accelerated the process. Now, so not only that, you've got a bank of music that you can now shop. So before, most of those songs, probably 49 of those songs, you may have been able to crank out one of the songs with a whole team of people. You're going into a studio. Now you got 50 songs, whatever, plus, and you literally can point a producer or
an artist,
or you can point an artist to your channel, or you can go to your songs have a country feel to them. Some of them bluesy feel. You can reach out to all the folks in Nashville that have big contracts and so forth. You just never know where this leads to. That's the thing.
I can go to record companies, directly to artists.
Yep.
Like I can get to Tim McGraw, and I'm trying to get to Chris Stapleton. I don't know Chris, but I'm 2 degrees separated from Chris. I know a guy who knows a guy. So at the end of the day, my goal is these are glorified demos. They could air on the radio tomorrow, but we can't do it live unless I'm a DJ. And so I want to get a great artist. And now I've got these beautiful demos that sound phenomenal. And I can put it in front of Chris Stapleton and those guys and say, hey, check out my song. I'd love for you to record this thing. And done.
And Roll Baby Roll is contagious to me. I've listened to it like 5, 6, maybe 10 times. And it just something, I don't know, hypnotic to me. I think every song speaks to different people, different ways.
Yeah.
And again, I'm biased to LSU, but that song, I could literally envision the entire stadium of Alabama singing "Roll Baby Roll" and singing. It's kind of like Garth Brooks' song now, coming home Baton Rouge, singing at LSU stadiums. I could see that happen with that song. It's got the grit, it's got the heart of it, and of course, it's got the legend behind it with your guy,
Bear Bryant,
and your co-writer.
You know, when I sat down to write the song, Tommy sends me the stuff from Bear Bryant locker room, the passion, the grit, all that good stuff. And the first thing I said to myself, and every song I write doesn't take the same journey. And this one, just Roll Baby Roll was in my head. And I started singing to myself, roll, baby, roll. You know, that little rumble, roll, baby, roll. And I said, that's the hook. And that's where I started the song. So the song actually started with the hook and then the chorus before I ever wrote the first verse.
And you just described marketing. So all these 30-second shorts or 50, 60-second shorts people create, you need that hook in the beginning. You've got the hook in the song. How does someone maximize their potential with this stuff? Because you figured out, I mean, you knew the nuances, you knew all the little details of how to tell the AI to do what it needs to do, because you literally know all the buttons on the board.
Right.
without having, when they show it on the app or whatever. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of buttons you can push
Yeah,
and move
it's
around.
like a recording studio. It's beautiful. Yeah. So going into marketing, man, look, I grew up in television. I worked in television, back in the days. I worked for local TV. I shot 1,000 commercials over my career. I've written jingles. I know marketing and I know advertising. And here's the deal.
You helped to birth a very famous person here.
Yeah,
It's a curse. It's a curse
and
or a blessing.
I
I don't
wrote
know.
a song. I wrote
Morris
a song
Bart.
about it.
The very
yeah.
first commercial for Morris Bart, I remember seeing as a child on TV when the car fell from the sky and the hubcaps were flying around. But that was your commercial. So,
I was working for the TV station. They assigned me, you go out and shoot that commercial, and I did.
so folks, if you want to blame somebody for all the billboard lawyers around the country, it started with this guy right here.
And I wrote a great song called Billboard Hustler, too. Anyway, let's talk about marketing real quick,
Yeah.
because I know that's your wheelhouse, right? Here's the deal. I work backwards. Okay, who's my audience?
Mhm.
Okay, Alabama Crimson Tide fans, number one. There's a million of those people out there, right? That's my core market audience.
Mm.
What's my next audience? Football fans. Even if you don't care so much about the Crimson Tide, if you like football, maybe that song hits you. So there's millions of potential fans for that song. Especially, let's just go back to the Alabama Crimson Tide fans,
Mhm.
young and old, especially the old timers, man. They know who Bear Bryant is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I came up with this country kind of rock, nice licks in it. I mean, Chris Stapleton would kill this song. Kenny Chesney could play it. Keith Urban. I mean, I could keep going down the list. So anyway, I wanted that hook. What's the hook? Roll, baby, roll, man.
Mhm.
I didn't want to go just Roll Tide. Man, first of all, there might be some legality if I would have called Roll Tide Roll.
Yeah.
Because Alabama might own that. I don't know. But I wanted something original. I want something I could hang my hat on and say, hey, this is different.
Mhm.
And Roll Baby Roll was it. And then I created a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So after I had about 10 songs, I was 5 or 10 songs in on my 55 or whatever playlist I got now. I created the YouTube channel. So I came up with a clever name, Ain't Too Late Music,
Mhm.
created the channel, started uploading my videos. Do you know I edit every one of my videos right here on this
Wow,
little
on the
edit
phone.
board,
And
right there.
anybody
It-
listening to this, he's holding up his phone.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So, there's an app on the phone, YouTube Studio. I don't need to edit my song so much. I put the album cover.
Mhm.
I let that play the entire song. I put a copyright little banner at the end,
Mhm.
and done. Upload it, hashtag that bad boy, and start cross promoting it on Instagram and Facebook and all the socials. And
So folks, y'all just got a master class on how to produce a song. Now you can do the same thing in different genres because there's AI tools coming out for just about everything. And if you're not embracing it, you're going to get left behind. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to wrap up with 2 questions for you. Let's say you land that deal. You close the deal with Chris Stapleton or one of those guys. Where are you going to take that guy? He's coming to New Orleans to meet you. Where are you taking them to dinner to celebrate
All right.
closing the deal?
well, my brother-in-law is the GM at Antoine.
Oh.
So Antoine's probably probably my first stop. And then I got to take him to my favorite Mexican joint, Casa Garcia, have a margarita. And we'll probably end up on the lakefront at JB's Fuel Dock. Man, we could get a $2 beer there.
He'll like all 3 of them. I think JB's Fuel Dock is what I probably like the most. That's a great little joint on the lakefront water here. Folks, I love asking that question. And in fact, the guy that the previous podcast is also on. So that's pretty cool, back to back. All right, last question. If you could go back in time to yourself early in your career, what would be the one piece of guidance you would tell yourself?
Okay, well, I got a new book out. Can I put a shameless plug in there for Life in 18 Holes? But
Yeah,
in
Life in
that
18
book-
Holes. We're going to focus on music, but yeah, go ahead and plug it because it definitely it is a message
Okay.
behind this. And you're showing how creative you are, not just in the music, but the publishing world
Well,
as well.
I tell you, so my message, if I could go back in time, and it's in my book, is don't quit, don't give up. When I left the football team, when I got injured, my dad played for the Cleveland Indians. So I grew up with a ball in my hand. I had no other desire when I was in high school to do anything else but play professional sport. It was my dream. I didn't want to be a doctor, a lawyer. I didn't even want to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a ball player. And when I got injured, and it was a season-ending injury, and it was going into my junior and senior year. It affected it. So let's just say it killed the rest of my high school career, right? I could have came back. My dad begged me to ride that bench and wear that jersey and support those boys. And I walked away using my mom's cancer as the excuse, where I told the coach I had to go take care of my mom, which was a blatant lie, right? And I didn't have the guts to just tell it straight up. I didn't want to ride the bench, so I'm out of here. And don't quit. Don't give up. And you know what? That was actually a blessing back then, because that's the fire that motivates me today. Ewell, you know me pretty well. I won't quit.
That's good.
Quit.
I love that. And folks, he alluded to his book called Life in 18 Holes. And it's a reflection of your life. And he just drew on a big piece of that for him. I'm going to have the link for that. I'm going to have the link for your YouTube channel, all those things on your page at closethedeal.com. We're going to close out the show with your song. Is it okay if I play the full song on you?
You can play the full song.
All right,
I'll
we're gonna
collect the royalties later.
All right, we're gonna close out the show, folks. I want to thank you for sticking around. And you all know the drill. Make today a great day. Get creative and enjoy the song. All right, thank y'all. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Ewell. Love you, man.
Everybody come, gather round. I got a little story, so turn up the sound. Starting down south where the skies are blue, in my sweet home of Bama, crimson through and through. Come on, roll, baby, roll. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Back in the day when the bear crushed his foes, our team was the best, hell, everyone knows. They never ever quit, they gave it their all. When the time came for battle, our boys answered the call. Roll, baby, roll. 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 Let's do it. Oh, we are the tide. We came to win. We stand here with pride. Losing's a sin. Crimson in our veins, the bear in our soul. Champions from birth. Win is the goal. From the rose to the orange to the sugar bowl. We are the tide from Alabama. Roll, tide, roll. Roll, tide, roll. From our championship rings to our $1 million band, we are the Crimson Tide, the best in the land. Some of you will love us while some are filled with hate. No matter what the people think, we are fighters out the gate. Roll, baby, roll. Roll, baby, roll. Roll, baby, roll. Roll, baby, roll. Sometimes we may fall, but that only makes us strong. Next time we try harder, we won't stay down for long. We were taught to believe in ourselves. We win or lose with class. But the next time we face our foe, we plan to kick their ass. Roll, baby, roll. 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 Roll Tide, we are the tide, and we came to win. We stand here with pride. Losing's a sin. Crimson in our veins, the bear